Hey, we're Mulberry Lane. I'm Rachel.
I'm Bo.
And I'm Allie Cat. And join us as we get a taste of Omaha.
See the area's best entertainment, bands, and musicians.
And discover Omaha's ethnic diversity and food treasures. And we're off. You're coming with us to see and taste the best of Omaha. Third generation here at Cascio Steakhouse, and tell us, what are we going to be making today?
All right, well today we're going to make two featured dishes, a couple of our popular Italian dishes. We have the Marco Polo and the chicken cacciatore. What it is two separate meats, one's with chicken, one's with steak. So we are going to fry that up for you today.
And I'll say Marco and you say?
Polo. And what's interesting, of course, Marco Polo was from Venice, so that fits at an Italian restaurant.
Yes.
And he brought back lots of spices from the Far East. So are we going to expect a spicy dish?
Yeah, it's not real spicy. We do, if they want it spicy, but we didn't bring it down here to make it spicy for you. But if you want to, I can run upstairs and get some more ingredients.
Okay. Let's do it just the classic way that you guys do it right here. Okay.
All right, we're going to start with first about a half a cup of olive oil. We're going to take our raw vegetables. We got a cup of green pepper,
Oh, I love green pepper.
another cup of onion, and a cup of celery. Okay, we're going to saute these together with a teaspoon of salt, teaspoon of pepper.
Any special salt you use?
No.
Okay.
We don't.
That sounds good. It smells
Yes,
good.
it does. I'm going to switch sides here so I don't burn you guys. So we got to marinate this down until it gets a little soft, and then we're going to add some more ingredients to it.
Okay.
So we're just going to let that cook for about 4 to 5 minutes until it's nice and hot.
Now, celery isn't really typical for an Italian dish, is it? You kind of don't...
You know, it doesn't seem like it goes together, but my grandpa, when he made this recipe 70 years ago, it's always been a big hit and one of our #1 sellers.
So how many of the original recipes from the original Cascios are still in play today?
Pretty much all of them that we still use. We've never changed anything. Our sauces, everything that's made from scratch.
So no one in the family said, "Oh, I think I'll do this."
No, we won't. Can't change something that's not broke.
Yeah.
Right? Or is that the same? Did I say it right or wrong?
If it ain't broke.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
So we're just going to let that simmer a little more. We just want to wait till it has a softer texture, and then we'll go to the next ingredients.
So now, how often do you actually do the cooking here?
Myself, I only cook usually when we have parties, or if they get behind. We call this the Titanic. So once the ship starts sinking, that's when I go back.
So you're the captain then?
Yes, I'm the captain. Yes, I have a great chef, Albert Picorni. He's been with us for 28 years. Learned everything from in here. Never went to school. Everything's in his brain. He don't look at a recipe. He just makes whatever he wants to make. Different specials we have, he does it all. So
now all your steaks are hand cut right here.
Yes, everything we do here is from scratch. All of our steaks are cut by myself, and I have another guy cut about 90% of them.
Now, is there an art to cutting steak?
There is. That's where you lose your money.
So now, where did you learn?
I learned from our head chef, which was Tony Apparel at the time. He's deceased. He was the one that I learned from him. Took me truthfully, it takes about a good year to really learn it.
So now the Marco Polo is one of your most popular dishes. What's another one?
Besides these two would probably be our chicken parmesan. We sell a ton of chicken parmesan. It's a hand breaded. We tenderize it on our machine. We hand bread it, fry it to about three-fourths of the way. Put some mozzarella cheese, some sauce, some Romano, bake it for about another 8 to 10 minutes in the oven, and then we pour it over our traditional sauce. So that's a really good dish.
So what are we adding next here?
After we got these nice and soft, now we're going to add our 1 cup of pieces and stem mushrooms. We are adding 1 cup of Mancini peppers. They have to be Mancini. You can't use nothing but Mancini. Okay.
We're turning up the heat.
Yes, we're turning it up a little bit. And diced tomatoes, 1 cup. Now we're going to get that just nice and hot.
Secret to the diced tomatoes?
No, no. Truthfully, we just use a 7-Eleven diced tomato, which is important. Same thing with our paste and our crushed tomatoes and everything. It's a Stanislaus, and it's a one we've been using since we were.
What do you mean by 7-Eleven?
7-Eleven is a crushed tomato, so it's 7-in-1. I'm not sure. 7-Eleven. I'm not sure what that totally means, but it's kind of a very dense. You know, a lot of people use it for like their marineras and stuff. So this is kind of like the same thing. Yeah, it does.
Doesn't
And
mush
it's
up.
right here, and that's what we're gonna add next.
Okay.
Which is the 7-Eleven, which we did a little high. But that's all right.
Ah, yum. You're sure you're okay with giving away these secrets?
Yes, I'm gonna give it away. That's all right.
We're part of the family.
Yeah, we're part of the family. So we're just gonna turn this down a little bit because he's getting hot. And last thing we want to do is scorch your paste. What I'm doing is turning the other one on.
So do you
instead.
cook at home?
I cook all the time, but I'm never home. I cook here.
Okay.
Now, the last recipe, which is your secret, is your sweet vermouth. You need about a half a cup of sweet vermouth.
Okay.
So we're just going to saute that down.
So you don't sip that?
No, we don't sip it. And we're just going to render down that little bit of that alcohol here, and this dish is going to be ready to go.
Okay.
We're going to present it in 2 different options here.
You're going to serve it over?
We're going to serve it over some fettuccine.
Okay.
And we're going to use both types of meat, which we're going to, like I said earlier, on the chicken cacciatore.
Okay.
Would be the same ingredients, but you're using the chicken as your meat. Marco Polo, you're going to use 2 little pieces of filet meat, and that's what changes the name. And
Okay. Now, will
Be
this
ready to
dish
rock.
be available at Taste of Omaha?
at Taste of Omaha, it just might. It's a lot of work, so, and Taste of Omaha is so busy, so it's got to be kind of quick. But maybe I will. I don't know. I've always never have. I always do a lot of my Italian sausage and meatballs
Okay.
and toasted raviolis. Last year at Taste of
Walking
Omaha,
food.
6,000 breaded toasted raviolis. My guys had to hand bread by themselves.
Wow.
It
That's
took,
dedication.
yeah, it took them a long time. All right, so now we're in the plating stage. We have fettuccine here. We just take a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of parsley, put it right here on the plate. Just
Looks
like
great.
that. Yep. I'm gonna do both of these up.
So the fettuccine goes for both the
Yes,
Marco Polo
yes,
and
right.
the chicken cacciatore.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now we're gonna add some chicken to these.
All right. For
Now
the
what is this?
cacciatore.
That's the
Chicken cacciatore.
Exactly. See, you girls could come work for me. No, my guys probably wouldn't get nothing done if I had 3 girls like you in there. So here's your Marco Polo, or your chicken cacciatore. I'm sorry, we're gonna put a little fresh Romano cheese on top.
Yeah, have to have the Romano.
Yep, gotta have it. All right, now
Looking
we're gonna
good.
now we're gonna do the Marco Polo.
Okay.
And how come
Marco.
Polo? How come Romano and not Parmesan?
Romano's a lot stronger taste. You know, it's got the more pop to it.
Cuts
We
through.
don't, yeah, we don't use a lot of Romano, or I mean Parmesan. We do on our tables, but all of our cooking is all Romano.
Okay.
And there
So
is
you
our
get mad
Marco
at the
Polo.
people that like dump the Parmesan on their plate and eat it?
Sometimes. I got a couple customers that'll, and then a little more fresh Romano on that. So, you girls ready to eat?
We are ready.
All right.
We came hungry.
You did? Well,
Yeah.
that's good.
All right.
Here we go.
Let's do.
Time to dig in.
Well, we're used to sharing. Here we go.
I want everything on my bite at one
Wow.
time.
You guys, that's Italian. So good. We came hungry. You did great. I don't know what could be better. I mean, how could it be any better? Italian, you gotta forget probably.
My name is Christine Krinn. I'm just a volunteer with our tour welcome group here at St. John's Greek Orthodox Church. Over 50 times a year here at St. John's Greek Orthodox Church, we actually host tour groups that come to Omaha. This is all part of some work that was generated through the Convention Bureau. You know, there's many ethnic groups in Omaha, Nebraska, and we were really fortunate to be chosen as one of the groups that is often featured when these groups come. Our church has great architectural significance in Omaha, and we have some excellent cooks, and then of course we love to Greek dance. When you come to the church for a tour, you actually get a tour of the church, you understand the historical significance of the architecture within Omaha, the origins of the building, because it wasn't originally a Greek church. And then we have the food and then some fun, and then we do some dancing. We also have younger groups from the church. From the age of 3, perhaps, we start training the kids in the regional Greek dances so that they can perform at the Greek festivals and other events like the Taste of Omaha throughout the community. And largely the group anymore, you don't have to be Greek to be a member of the Greek Orthodox Church, and you don't even have to be Greek to be a Greek dancer. And at the Taste of Omaha, we'll be offering our younger dancers in their fancy costumes. We have costumes from the islands and costumes from the specifically from the island of Crete and also from the mainland in Greece. And we'll be offering a variety of dances from the islands, so from the seaside to the mountains, and from the various historical aspects of the Greek culture. The Greek babies usually can dance before they can walk and sing before they can talk. I actually came late to Greek dancing. I was living out on the East Coast. We weren't very close to our church, and so I think I was probably 7 or 8 before I first learned to Greek dance at a church picnic. And I came home and was practicing the dance just outside on our wooden front porch. And then I also inherited my favorite record album was from my grandfather. Back in the late 60s, my grandfather passed, and I just remembered one of the beautiful gifts that he left me was Golden Greek Hits, and they were all dance music. I didn't know that really at the time, but I have used that many times. And again, the reason why I dance with this group is because we get together just to dance for fun, to share for a lot of these tour groups that come through. I've also worked with the younger kids in order to teach Greek dancing. we welcome people to come out, and as part of all of our dance performances, we always teach some Greek dancing as well. I just want to make sure that everybody knows what their roles is, okay? Roles are. Okay, so here we go. This dance is called the hasapiko, which means the butcher's dance. Sometimes it's actually referred to as the hasapiko cervico, which means the hasapiko, the fast one from Serbia. Okay, and here we go. You're going to start with your weight on your left foot, and you're going to go around the line of direction to the right. Your weight is on your left, and you're going to the right with your right foot. Okay, make sure you go around the circle. It's not into the circle. You want to keep your circle big. Okay, and we're just going to do this real quick twice here. And it's right, 2, 3, lift, lift. We say, sometimes we'll say kick, but it's actually just a lift. You don't have to be out there nice and big. But that's all there is, and it keeps on going and going. So, right, 2, 3, lift, lift. Right, 2, 3, lift, lift. Right, pretty quick though. Lift, lift, right, left, right, lift, lift, right, left, right, lift. You guys are great. You guys are great. You guys are great. We're going to try to get it now. And here we go.
Allie, what's the best place to do that?
Well, right here at the Ozone, and right now you're going to meet the Brits. A little bit of British music invasion, and your earbuds are going to get a great taste of music. You can hear them at the Taste of Omaha as well. Let's check them out.
Hey, it's Rachel
And Allie.
with Mulberry Lane, and right now you're going to meet a very popular Omaha band called the Brits. Now, if you want to know anything about them, just think of the British invasion. Right, Allie?
That's right. And you can also catch them at Taste of Omaha.
Okay, so right now we're going to have the guys introduce themselves.
Joe Buda, guitar.
Bob Ford, guitar and keyboard.
Rich Berg, bass.
Dan Gilpatrick, drums. Drummer Dan.
It's drummer Dan. Okay, now the Brits formed about 4 years ago, and Joe, this was your brainchild, so talk about how it all came together.
We're just a bunch of old guys that wanted to be like kids again and play the music that we grew up on.
Okay, so this is inspired by a lot of British groups, so talk about your repertoire.
Well, we do everything from the Beatles, the Rolling Stones, Dave Clark 5, the Hollies. The list goes on and on. Anything from 62 to 68. That was the British invasion at its highest point.
Okay, so now, did it take a while for you guys to gel as a band? I know a couple of you have played together before.
No, actually, we gelled pretty quickly because these are the same songs that we played back in the 60s when we got started, actually got us started. I was sitting in my living room like so many kids in the Beatles were on the Ed Sullivan Show, and I walked away from that going, that is something I have to do. That's the best music I've ever heard, and all my parents remember is, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Probably a very common story. Okay, and then how many gigs are you guys playing?
Well, we normally play 2 to 4 times a month, and this is mostly a part-time situation for us, so we have fun at it. So some of the guys are retired, some of us, like myself, are still working. So we want to keep it fun by not working too hard at it.
Okay.
And what do you guys feel the audience takes away after they see a show by the Brits?
Dan?
Well, plain and simply, I think they take away a good time. They love to dance to our music. It's very danceable, and I think they relive their childhood, and even the younger generation like it because their parents played it for them. So everyone goes away happy, and we go away happy, and we're all having a good time, and that's what we wanted to do.
Okay, and one final question. So what's it like playing music now versus when you guys first started?
We play the right chords now. Or at least we try to.
That's a great answer, Joe.
Okay,
It
and
doesn't always work that way.
you can catch the Brits at Taste of Omaha.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us at Mulberry Lane today. And you got a taste of some of the diversity of Omaha.
And make sure you join us next time. We'll be right here waiting for you for more Taste of Omaha.
That's right. See ya.